From cubicle fights to the bathroom stall brawls. We hate it here, yeah, we hate it here. From the break room drama to the boss is here. We hate it here, oh, we hate it here. So grab a seat, it's hard from here. Office gossip, Twitter jams, management schemes, and toxic plans. You jump and jump, oh, we can relate. Welcome to work life, the thing we all hate. Management schemes and toxic plans. Your job's a joke, oh, we can relate. Welcome to work life, the thing we all hate. Erica and Marissa have seen it all. From cubicle fights to the bathroom stall brawls. We hate it here, yeah, we hate it here. From the break room drama to the bosses here. We hate it here, oh, we hate it here. So grab a seat, it's horror premiere.
Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of I Hate It Here. My name's Erica.
I'm Marissa.
And thank you for hopping on the Hot Mess Express.
All aboard. Welcome to the Hot Mess Express. Choo choo.
All right, Marissa, here we are, last Thursday of October, and we are now at the end of the year.
It's basically the end of the year. It's basically the holidays, and it's crazy.
Yeah, it's circle back after the holiday season for me.
Yep.
Let's talk about it after the holiday season. This is 2026 problems.
That is 2026 Marissa's problem. 2026 Marissa's going to hate 2025 holiday Marissa, but that's fine. That'll be fine.
Absolutely. I know. And then we have to do our stupid work evals. We have to have them do, like, I'm going to have to do them a little earlier because the due date is when I'm in Denver.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to do it a little earlier. And like, what is the purpose of those? And then I have to get like peer reviews, and this blows. This really blows. I hate doing these. I mean, just fucking give me my 2% raise and let's call it a day. Why do I need to self-evaluate myself? You know, how about I evaluate you guys? How about I evaluate the company as a whole?
Well, that's the classic look at this hand so you don't see what's going on in this hand. Let's focus on you so you don't focus on them. That's what that is.
Well, actually, I guess company evaluations are the anonymous surveys, right, that we have to turn in. And part of the reason I think I got let go from corporate, I really think that had a lot to do with it, because we had filled out the anonymous surveys right before we filled them out, and then they got the results right before we did our yearly reviews. Mm-hmm. And mine, after being there for like almost 5 years, I really went in on them that survey, and I think that had a little to do with it because they're not anonymous.
They're not anonymous, but to be fair, I mean, if they didn't let go of me at that time, because mine were unhinged at that point, mine were completely unhinged. I didn't care. I was ready for a fight. So,
but you were your role was a little more bigger than mine, I would have to say, at corporate. Yeah. So I don't think they could have easily just said peace out. And also, like, Schmim, my nemesis, had a lot to do with it. I mean,
for sure.
I think 90% Schmim, 10% anonymous survey.
Anonymous survey. Okay, fair. Fair.
All right, Marissa. Well, we didn't even talk about it because we were chatting about everything else beforehand, and we didn't even talk about should we say after the show that we're going to go on hiatus, or should we just do it now since I brought it up?
I guess we do it now.
All right, guys. So it has been, it's been crazy for Marissa and I, and next month is going to get a little crazier with scheduling and with travel, and we were looking at the calendar, and honestly, we can only do the show 1 week. And we were like, this is crazy. So we're just going to end up taking all of November off.
Yes.
It doesn't make sense for us to hop on for 1 week, but we will be back the first Wednesday of December. We will do those first 3 weeks before we log off for holiday season.
Wednesday?
Huh? Thursday. Oh, yeah. Thursday.
I was like, girl, I don't know. right. Did I see that right?
We do our shows
Yes.
Thursdays.
Thursdays.
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So we will be taking that hiatus, but we will totally be jumping into everybody's shows and tuning in. We just don't have time to do our show.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. And then today we are going to be joined by Fluggy. But we're doing things a little different with Flug this week as well. He's just hopping on with us, and he's just going to co-host with us. So yeah, he's not doing Fluggy's playlist, or we're not rating the songs this week. And I actually am bringing a story to you guys that would probably have fallen in Flug's realm. So so he's just going to sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride with us.
All right.
So that being said, let's get him up on stage so that we can jump into our rants or ick, eek, use of the week. Hey, Fluggy.
Hello.
Hey guys, how's it going?
It's great.
Good.
How are you doing?
Pretty good. It's kind of sad to hear you guys are going on a little break.
You know what? We tend to do this, I think, every year. It just so happens that there's always a month that travel and life and stuff just gets in the way.
Yeah.
And so I remember like the first year we took like a September off. I think last year we took either October off.
I think it was October.
Yeah. And then this year it's November. So life happens.
Well, you guys have been pretty consistent this year, so I feel like you guys deserve it.
I know, right?
Working
Fluggy?
hard, keeping us laughing, keeping us entertained.
You see, and here I thought that we took a lot of mental health breaks, but they were needed. They were needed.
And I mean, you guys have been doing better at this than I've been doing with like my station head show, so I can't judge, you know?
Yeah. It just, I know. I wish, and also, we're not getting paid to hop on here.
I mean, that too.
Money's a huge motivator, so.
That's true.
No, I'm just kidding, because we took months off when we were at AMP and we were getting paid for that. So it just happens. But all right, you guys. So Fluggy, as our guest, we're gonna let you kick off you've got an ick, right, that you want to share with us?
Yes.
Okay. So do you want me to go first, or do you want to go first? I'm gonna let you choose as our guest.
I'll go. I can go first. That's fine.
All right. All right. So go. You want to go ahead and
before I do, I have something to tell you guys.
Okay.
I saw a bird today.
A what?
A bird?
A bird.
Okay. What kind of bird?
I don't know. It was like a regular bird.
Do you not see birds in San Francisco?
No, we have birds. We have birds everywhere. That's probably why I saw one.
Oh.
Okay.
I feel like Fluggy had some fun extracurricular before hopping on the he did a little gardening before hopping on the show.
No.
Or are you setting up the bit?
I am. Okay. So there's this trend going around on TikTok right now. It's called the bird theory test, right?
Okay.
So Erica, do you want to play the little clip that I added?
Yes. Oh my God, Adam better not. He's saying birds aren't real. If Adam's a flat earther, I will like baby shake him. All right, let's get into the bit.
I forgot to get your phone. I saw a bird today.
Wow. What kind of bird?
It was like a really pretty blue.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, boy.
All right. So
what does that mean?
That was my little intro. So my ick/ill/eek is couples like testing each other.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so the bird theory test is basically like, as a woman, or I guess anyone can do it, but like as a woman, you have a boyfriend or like a husband, right? And you're supposed to like just casually bring up like, oh, I saw a bird today, right? And based on how your boyfriend or husband or partner reacts, is like how much your, I guess, like your day to day, like normal stuff matters to them, right? So
Okay.
like, so like the guy in the video we just watched, like he failed, right? Because he was
Oh
like,
dang, I failed.
he was,
Shit.
Me too. Sorry, Flood. Damn it.
God damn it.
We weren't
well,
excited enough for you.
you guys, I feel like you guys did better than I thought you would, because I thought Marissa was gonna be like, so like,
Fuck that bird.
but the guy in the video failed because he, she tells him I saw a bird, and he gives her like a wow, cool, like good for you kind of situation, right?
Hmm.
Um, but I see this all the time on TikTok, and then I hear it a lot on like Reddit story type situations where like partners will like test each other,
Mm-hmm.
right? Where they'll set things up to kind of like see how their partner reacts, and then based on that they'll like break up or like have an issue about it, which is so insane to me, especially because sometimes like the test will be like so weird, right? They'll be like, I peed the bed and my husband got mad, and that's how I know he failed the test. He doesn't love me, right? And stuff like that. So,
No.
No, if you pee the bed, yes, divorce immediately.
I paid a lot of money for a good fucking mattress.
Exactly.
You're not peeing on the bed. Oh, hell
Do you
no.
know how much time I paid for that Tempur-Pedic? Absolutely not. No.
but yeah, but that's like the whole thing, right? Is that like, I guess they're expecting like a nice reaction, like, "Oh, baby, you peed. I'll help you out," or something. But even I'd be like, "Ugh, like what the fuck." But
To be fair, I did that with my kids too. I'd be like, ah, shit, when they peed the bed when they were little. So I don't know. And I birthed them. So
that's crazy. Um, I heard I heard a Reddit story a while ago that was like a woman took her boyfriend to therapy,
Mm-hmm.
and later on the boyfriend found out that the therapist wasn't even a therapist. It was just one of the girl's friends that he didn't really like ever meet before. And it was supposed to be kind of
dang.
like a test of like what would he do in these like situations
Mm-hmm.
and stuff. And he was like, dude, you're literally insane. Like, I don't want to date you anymore.
But hold on. So they went to like counseling or
Yeah,
like
like couples
therapy,
counseling. Yeah. And
and it was the girl's friend.
That's
yeah.
crazy and so manipulative and like
And
I am
illegal.
sorry. I think that is so wrong because therapy is a place where you're like it's a safe space. You're allowed to be vulnerable. And to do that to somebody, that is so gross and manipulative. It's not even like
Insane.
funny. That's not even a
Yeah.
funny joke. I would seriously murder somebody for that.
Yeah.
I'm kind of impressed. How did they pull it off? Like you
Well,
have to think about that. They have to have had a space that looks like a
well,
therapist
well,
office.
maybe the friend is a therapist.
Yeah, or maybe they were studying to be one and never made it, but they were still like, "Hey, I know some stuff," right? Like,
Right,
But yes, let's
if
pretend that
they're
this
not,
person wasn't.
but if they weren't though, you got to think about that. Like you're going to a therapist, you
hmm
would expect it to look professional, so they would have had to have. It's not like they're going to be like, "Hey, let's go to this house over here and we're going to take therapy in their house." It had to have been like a place that
I, I can't remember it super well, but I think it was online because it was like COVID
okay.
times. Pretty sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, but I
Well,
mean, he was definitely like, dude, I just spilled my guts for a few months to this random person I don't know that isn't
that's
a doctor.
crazy.
That's bonkers.
That is crazy psychotic to do to somebody.
Yeah. So I have I have
Cliff Huxtable saw patients in his house.
so I have two questions.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
First one is like, how would you guys react, right? Like what if you guys did the bird theory on your like partner, and say he or she was like like, what the fuck? Like, what are you even talking about? Like, why are you talking to me about birds? Like, shut up. Like, leave me alone. Like, is that a red flag, or is it kind of like justified? Like,
Well, that reaction is like if you're just like
Yeah.
what are you talking about? Like that I'm okay with, right?
Yeah.
Like like kind of how we were with you. Like, what are you talking about? Like what are you saying right now? Like what are we? But like
Yeah.
you're fucking stupid. Like fucking stupid, or like what do you do? Like that kind of tone. No, I'm sorry. That's too
right.
aggressive.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, being lost and trying to understand where things were going, I get that, right? Because I would do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
But being aggressive about it, like now I'm aggressive. Like, why are we fighting?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy. And I get you're trying to get your person to celebrate even the small things with you, but this is really a stupid test to do that. And Gigi put in earlier in the comments, relationships have enough tests as it is, right? So I mean, why do you want to do that to your partner? Like,
Yeah.
Also, like, what is the point? Like, I don't understand the point of this. It's to test your relationship to have an indicator if it's good or bad. Like, no test can
no.
give you that.
Yeah.
And I
And
think
I
if you're
feel,
looking for a test, then you know your answer.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, if you're looking to test your partner, I think you have way more serious problems already, like going on.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. The bird one is pretty light. Like from the ones I've seen, I feel like it's pretty lighthearted and not super crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Most people have pretty like normal reactions. They're just like, oh,
Okay.
okay, like what color was it, right? Like, but I was gonna ask, like, in your guys' relationships, have you guys ever kind of been quote unquote like tested by your partners?
Not
Not
that
that
I
I can,
know of.
yeah, not that, I mean, it wasn't brought to my attention. Maybe it
Mhm.
was. I mean, like, I've gone on a couple dates with people and, like, never heard from them again. So maybe I gave them the ick, or I got some sort of test and they bailed, right? I didn't pass it that I'm unaware of. But no,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't, I never did.
Hmm.
Not that
Not
I
that,
know.
yeah.
Yeah, not that I know.
Okay. That's good,
Have
I
I
guess.
tested? Not really either. Like, I've never done that intentionally. I mean, I guess like not like a partner to say, like, if I'm in a relationship, no. But like if I'm dating somebody, I guess like and we're out in public, the way they treat
Mhm.
people and like service workers or
Mhm,
people that are
mhm.
doing something for us, and if they're not treating them right, then yeah, I'm out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I guess that's a not really,
But
it's
but
not a
it's
judge
not
of character. It's not a
something.
test, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say that's more of a judge of character. That's not
Yeah.
necessarily something that you're asking or like pushing a situation to see the outcome.
Yeah, I'm not setting it up directly.
Hmm.
Have you, Flug? Is that why you're
Yeah.
asking?
Um, Never by a partner, like an official partner, but um, I used to hang out with this person who had a huge crush on me, and I was
Mm-hmm.
not into,
Mm.
and they would definitely present situations to see what I would say. And I'll be honest, like I was definitely aware of it a lot of times, so I would definitely give them answers that they didn't want to hear, just to kind of like,
You
just to like,
purposely gave the wrong
yeah,
answer.
just to like give them the one up or get the one up on them, right?
Yeah.
But a lot of times it was stuff like, oh, pulls up their phone, look at this girl, like, isn't she beautiful or whatever? Like, yeah, she's hot, right? And then apparently that was a problem because I was supposed to say like, no, like you're hot or something, I guess. But like,
Oh no.
but stuff like that is so like childish and like, why are we doing this? Like, we're adults, right?
Yeah, I'm
Um,
not down for that.
yeah,
Mm-mm.
it's a waste of time, in my opinion.
Same.
All right, you
Yeah.
guys, and I'm moving along to mine. Mine is actually kind of funny. It's this person. Okay, so this guy and this girl spent the entire weekend, or this girl spent the entire weekend with this guy, right? They were cooking,
Mm,
and they were cooking together, and she hadn't like they hung out, they cooked together that whole day, blah blah blah, and then she never heard from him after that. So
Mhm.
she sent him a text, right? And I don't know if you guys can read it. It's kind of small, but I'll read it out loud to you guys, right?
Okay.
So she writes, "What's up? Did I do something? We good? Because he ghosted her. And as a matter of fact, she changed his name to Ghost, as you can see in the text, right? So he writes, nah, we not good. You dropped that chicken wing on the floor, blew it off, and still ate it. That's crazy behavior.
What?
And she writes, boy, what? It was my chicken wing and my germs. We were literally outside grilling. The 5-second rule exists.
No, girl, it's not just you and your germs. It's you and the floor's germs.
So he writes, nah, that's wild. You too comfortable. I can't under that. You ate floor food and kept talking like nothing happened, bro. I've been thinking about it all week. So she writes back. She's like, so you ghosted me over a chicken wing? Laughing my ass off. Be for real. Y'all act like y'all don't lick booty, but a wing touching the ground is too far. And then he writes. Then he ends it with, "Goodbye, Shorty. You're different."
Listen,
that was his hard boundary. That was his it.
That's a pretty respectful way to like end it, though. Goodbye, Shorty.
You're built different, and we are not compatible.
He thought about it all week long.
I mean, to be fair, if you are on a date and your date drops their food on the floor and then just picks it up, blows on it, and proceeds to eat it, I would be thinking about that too. Not gonna lie.
I would have said something in the moment.
Well, for you, my face would have said something because the crazy looks I would give is absolutely insane.
And that's a crazy thing to do, like early on, like hanging out with someone. Because, like for example, my girlfriend, I've been with her for like 8.5 years. If she did that, I'd probably be like, "That's my goofy ass girlfriend. She just does shit, right?" But like, if you're getting to know someone, it's like that's crazy. Especially a chicken wing that has sauce on it. It's definitely gonna pick up germs, in my opinion.
And it's you say that, it's funny because he does like he puts in that text, he says, "No, that's wild. You're too comfortable." Like he's like, "You're too comfortable. Like this is not behavior, like first date behavior, or
Right,
like second date, whatever date they were on, right?" But so would that be enough for you to, like, if you were out with somebody on a date, you guys hung out together, have had the best day, and then that one thing happens? Is that enough for you to be like, "I'm out"?
Yep.
And ghost them?
Yep.
I see, like, I feel like I'm pretty forgiving of like people's quirks and like weird stuff that they do.
That's not a quirk, Flick.
But
I'm sorry.
because
that is not a quirk. That's just nasty.
like depending on the person, I'd be like, oh, she's just a little weird, right? But I'm also like big on germs and like not being. There's a ghost opening a door behind you, by the way, Erica.
Oh, it's my dog.
It's a dog.
Happy Halloween.
Spooky season.
But I'm big on like germs and like cleanliness and like not being nasty like that. Like, dude, like you walk on the floor, right? Like that chicken wing has foot germs on it now.
I mean, and it wasn't even like it was inside the house.
Yeah.
Like also, right? And that's a crazy thing. They were outside grilling and she dropped it outside.
That's crazy.
That makes it a little worse.
It's not even like the floor at the inside the kitchen. It's outside.
Oh, wait, okay. I understood that they were like in the kitchen.
No. He said, "No, we good. You dropped that chicken wing on the floor, blew it off, and still ate it. That's crazy behavior." And then she writes, "Boy, what? It was my chicken wing, and my germs. We were literally outside grilling. The 5-second rule exists."
No. Okay, yeah, that's a red flag. I'd be like,
no, I don't think I would have been able to stay quiet. I would have been like, "No," and like slapped it out of their hand or something, like said something in the moment. I wouldn't I couldn't have been quiet that whole time.
I'd be like what he said. Like I've been thinking about it for days, and I'd be thinking about like what other crazy gross things does homegirl do? Like I don't know if I can deal with that.
Well, also because that's supposed to be the best version of yourself, right? So in the first date, you always present yourself. It's like a job interview, right? You always present the best version of yourself because you're trying to figure out if you're compatible. if that is the best version of herself, is picking up a chicken wing from the floor outside and then eating it, I'm not
That's
ready
so
for your
true.
worst, ma'am. I am not ready for your worst.
All
I was
right.
ready
Well,
to give her a little bit of leeway, but the more you guys like put things into perspective for me, I'm like, yeah, I think she's out.
so I was kind of glancing at the chat, and most people were agreeing, but then Michelle put in there that she would have eaten the chicken, that she's not bothered by it. So we got one outlier in this
Yeah.
whole thing. And then Mia saying maybe that was her test. That's a fucked up test.
I thought the test was supposed to test somebody else, not yourself. No.
I've definitely heard that like saying though, where people will say like, you won't eat a raw onion, but you'll eat booty. It's like, okay.
I mean, that is true.
Yeah.
I mean, when you put it in perspective for a lot of people, they're like, oh, my body is a temple and all of these things. And you're like, really? Come on now.
Yeah.
All right, Marissa, you're up.
Mine is more of a rant.
Okay.
So mine is more of a rant. I it's been getting, it's dark in the morning when I take the kids to school.
Mm-hmm.
And this has been for a week straight. Why do people already have their Christmas lights on? Like full on Christmas lights. You know how there's lights that they put for year round, and then they put like the Halloween colors, or they put them themed.
Those like jellyfish lighting things.
Yeah.
They have straight Christmas up?
Straight Christmas lights on, inflatables on. I was about to get down and be like, turn that shit off immediately.
Wow, that's crazy. I haven't seen that. I've seen a lot of Halloween, of course, but wow,
Christmas lights already? That's insane.
Who do you think you are, Costco?
Get out of here.
I mean, those people are most likely like super Christian or something, right? Because there's a lot of like Halloween erasure in like Christian and Catholic like circles and stuff.
Oh, like a faith-based, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, like no, obviously no shame to like religious people at all, but like we have some family members who are like super super religious, right? And they like to pretend like Halloween is just like not a thing. Like it just does not happen. It doesn't come every year. Like people don't have fun during it. Like it's the devil's holiday and all this stuff, and they just like completely act like it does not happen, I guess, during the year.
Okay, but why do we have to skip Thanksgiving though? Like why why did we say no, just straight to Christmas? No, that's preposterous. With these light bills and
with energy being what it is nowadays, come on, not in this economy.
Not in this economy. Nope.
Well, people kind of skip Thanksgiving nowadays anyway, right?
They do,
like kind of
actually.
Holiday.
Yeah, I know a lot of people who like put up their Christmas trees and stuff before Thanksgiving. I think that's wild behavior too.
There's people that after tomorrow are going to put up their Christmas tree.
Yeah.
No, that's wild to me. No, let's not skip over Thanksgiving. It's one of the best holidays. You get all this yummy food. You don't have to worry about presents. All you like buying this for somebody or doing that. Like all it is just hanging out and eating. That is my kind of holiday.
Absolutely.
That's a day you don't even have to put a belt on.
No,
you wear stretchy pants all the way. Stretchy pants.
Dee just put. He wrote, "I'm starting to put up lights Saturday, but it's also different, Dee. We're all going to your house in 2 weeks for a holiday party. So
Christmas
you have different circumstances. Huh?
No.
Versus like no.
I still need to see pumpkins. I still like it's different if it's like, you know, like again, those lights that go year round and blah blah blah. And it's different if you're just putting them up, right? Because it like I think to Didi's point, it takes several weekends to put the lights up. I'm using all of November and December. That's okay. Like that's different. But to put like plug them in and have them on not just one night, but like consistently every day, that's crazy.
And inflatables, that's true.
And inflatables, that was crazy. And it wasn't, I wish I could tell you it was just one house, but it wasn't. It was multiple houses.
Wait, real quick, what's more annoying to you guys? Like people who put up Christmas too early, or people who get too lazy after Christmas and then just leave their Christmas lights up the whole year?
After.
After.
Like, no, like, let's
Yeah.
get that shit down. Luckily, our community that we live in is very like strict,
Very strict.
HOA rules.
Uh-huh.
So like they don't allow that shit. They're like, nah, you have until this day to take it off or you're gonna start getting fined.
That's
And
crazy.
you know what, guys? I know a lot of people hate on HOAs, and there are some things I hate about our HOA, definitely, but we also don't see people parking on their lawns. We don't see a bunch of crazy shit that happens in neighborhoods with no HOA. So I will take the HOA. Thank you.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
I typically agree with you until I have to pay that damn HOA fine every year. Then I'm like,
or when they're telling us that we can't put in a generator in our backyard where nobody's going to see until we get approval from them. So that was really irritating.
That was crazy.
As fuck, yeah.
Adam says we have to take out decorations down by January 7th. Yeah, there's typically strict rules. I'll be honest. I do that now, but my mom was a perpetual offender of keeping the lights on year round.
Just because she thought they were pretty?
No, but to be fair, she had a 2-story house and it was very hard to get on that roof, so I understand why.
Yeah.
But and then she had very, very tall pine trees that like once you get those on there and you wrap them, like there was just no way of getting those down. But
yeah, that's definitely like an exception, I think.
But she didn't turn them on though. Like she wasn't turning them on. Like they were just there. So.
All right, guys. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I just always laugh when I see someone like mid-April barely taking their Christmas tree out to the dumpster.
That's crazy.
Well, there's people that now do the forever trees, right? Where they just decorate it with the new holiday. So like for like St. Patrick's Day, they decorated St. Patrick's, for like so on and so forth. So
True.
For February, they do Valentine's. They put hearts on there. Yeah.
Yeah, that I'm also not down with. All right, guys. So I just saw the time. We're gonna skip over the workplace story. If we have time at the end, we'll circle back to it. But we're gonna move on to this story, which Flood didn't bring the story to us this time. I did because I found it on my For You page on TikTok. And so my question to you guys is: have you ever left a concert because it was just fucking horrendous?
Yes.
I can't remember if I've left a concert because it was just so bad, honestly. I know I saw, who did I see in Vegas once? And it was really like, god damn, I can't remember the band now, but they were in a shitty venue. The audio was off, like, so they just pulled the plug and they left, and that I don't blame them for. But I don't think I've ever walked out of a concert because I thought it was terrible.
I have.
I've walked out of a concert because the crowd was annoying. But
what concert was that?
There's this band called LS Dunes, who they're kind of like a super group in kind of like the emo scene, I guess. I saw them, I think, like 2-3 years ago, and they were great. The band was great, but the crowd was like some of the most annoying groups of people that I've ever been in. And I think like I left during the last 2 songs because I was like, I just can't do this. Like these people are obnoxious. There was sorry, not to like hold up but there was a moment like in between songs where the singer was literally talking to the crowd, just like, oh, great to be here, like blah blah blah. And there's these 2 girls in front of me holding each other by the shoulders and yelling at each other, I love you so much, you're my best friend, I love you, like. And I couldn't even hear like what the singer Anthony was saying because they're literally staring at each other, just yelling that they love each other. It's like, dude, this is absolutely ridiculous.
I would have told him to shut up. Like, get it together. We're here to see this person. But chat, let us know, because I know a lot. Well, we all met on a music app. We all hang out in a music app on Station Head. So let us know in the chat if you have left a concert. And so anyhow, this girl, I got her little story 2 weeks ago. So I'm going to put it up on stage. And it's an artist that we've talked about on this show. We've played on shows before. And I'm just going to roll the clip.
Okay. Good morning. Welcome back. This is going to be a little different than my typical content, but I had one of the worst over the age of 16.
I do have to say, I did cut some of the video because it was a little long. So the first part of it, she talks about how she had to leave a concert because it was so bad. Then she starts rolling to the reasons. One of the reasons being that this person's main audience is tweens.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and she was like unaware that this person attracted so many tweens because the music isn't really that demographic type.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And then so she talks about that, and then just talks about how like they have no like concert like couth, like they don't know how to behave, that they're just wild out. These tweens are just wild in there. So you're gonna hear her talking a lot about tweens, but I cut that whole area out just because it was too long of a video. So okay, let me play it again.
Hi guys, good morning, welcome back. This is gonna be a little different than my typical content, but I had one of the worst experiences of my life this weekend, and it feels like a disservice to the public to not share it, so here we go. I went to go see Sombr Sunday night at the Anthem in DC. If you don't know who Sombr is, he's a 20-year-old artist. He blew up online, I think on TikTok. He has a lot of hits. I like a lot of his music. A lot of people my age like a lot of his music, whatever. I was really excited to go see him. I don't really go to concerts that often unless I really love an artist. I was so excited to see this performance. By far, genuinely the worst concert I've ever been to in my life for a multitude of reasons, but I'm gonna explain to you why, if you're over the age of 16, you should not spend your money on a Sombr concert. Let me walk you through my evening. We get in line, it's pouring down rain, the line's like 1.5 miles long. That's all cool. Sold out show, Mother Nature, I don't care. We're waiting in line, and there's a group in front of us of like 4 teenage girls and their dad. And I wasn't scanning the entire line. I was trying not to get rained on, but I was just like, that's really sweet. They must be big Sombr fans, so that their dad brought them to the show.
Damn it. Sorry, guys. I had loaded everything up before the show, and then StreamYard kicked me out, and I did not load the right one. So I'm going to fast forward a little where she talks about the tweens, because it's a lot, like going in on them. Okay.
She sucked.
And then she also talks about the opening act. I completely forgot about that. About the opening act was like terrible. She didn't really have stage presence. And it was just like, so she talks a little bit about her, but doesn't give the artist name either. Okay. But let's get into the Sombr stuff, because that's what we're here to listen. Okay.
In the background of 5,000 Instagram pictures. That's not an exaggeration. I mean, every single angle around us at any.
Oops, I think I went a little too far. God damn it, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, I'll start fucking with it.
Music, right? I still really love his songs. Cool. We go get a beer. In that 1.5 hours we're waiting for the show to start, we're probably in the background of 5,000 Instagram pictures. That's not an exaggeration. I mean, every single angle around us at any given time, it's Canon G7Xs and iPhones, and it's just like, oh my God, it was an Instagram fest in there. But alas, the lights dim, the opener comes on stage. We go, oh, yay, we get to enjoy some music. The opener for Sombr, bless her heart, I know it's really hard to sing to a room full of people that do not know any of your songs. She sucked. She was so bad. I was like, this is what it must have felt like for my parents when I was watching like Disney Channel in like 2007, and I thought it was like peak music, and they're just suffering through it. It was genuinely painful. The music was so bad. She was a terrible performer. She kind of looked like when you're pretending to sing in your bedroom in the mirror. She was doing like that, but on stage. Example, the corners of the stage, she would just walk back and forth. That's cool, that's fine. Every time she would get to the corner of a stage, she would pretend like someone was waving at her in the crowd just to do this. Every single time. I'm not even exaggerating. I think she might have wanted a photo op from it. I don't know. But we were like, take a shot every time she waves at an imaginary person in the crowd. Then she would sing her songs, which are like a slow song, no choreography, just standing there, not out of breath at all. Then the second the song ends and she would talk to the crowd, she would do that fake like, wow, how's everyone doing tonight? It was like, you're not out of breath at all. You're just trying to sound like a superstar. Whatever, you know, still not Sombr. I'll wait for my guy, right? Cut to main performer. Sombr gets on stage. I'm excited, I'm thrilled. I'm like, ooh, finally, I'm gonna enjoy myself, right? First 2 minutes he's on stage, he makes a 6-7 joke. I'm not even kidding you. And all the tweens, I've never had such immediate buyer's remorse in my life. Like, I knew I was just in for 3 hours of nightmare fuel. Again, hopeful little old me was like, you know what, this sucks, but at least I'll hear my favorite music live, right? Like, this is gonna be so fun. I left early. I didn't even hear my favorite music. He proceeds to make a bunch of niche meme references for like the 12 to 16-year-old age range group. And I only understand them because I'm chronically online, but every other adult in the room, including my boyfriend, is like, why is he speaking in tongue? Like, what is he saying right now? Just ridiculous to hear out loud. Like, it was like brain rot on stage. And it was like, this is really killing the vibe a little bit. Just play the fucking song. Yeah, he did the exact opposite of that. About 30 minutes in, he cuts all the music and he's like, we're now gonna have the Sombr dating show. Raise your hand and come on up on stage if you wanna call your toxic ex. Make sure it's toxic and make sure there's somebody who's gonna pick up. Again, all the tweens. We then proceeded to watch 3 tweens go on stage and call their ex. And then Sombr's on the mic like, clock it, bro, clock it, bro. Oh, chill out, bro, chill out, bro. I've never had such secondhand embarrassment for someone and felt such a deep cringe. Like, you know, if you see like something cringe online, you can just like exit out or something, right? I'm sitting there, I was like, wow, I paid money to see this. Like, I paid money to suffer through that. It just got worse. It just kept getting worse the more it went on. He would make like super niche references to like 13-year-olds, but then he would also say like super vulgar stuff about like getting his dick sucked. And it was like, so you know your audience is clearly 13, yet here you are. Okay. There was a moment in between songs where he literally just randomly went, bark for me. And you hear the arena of 13, 14, 15-year-old girls start barking. And then immediately followed up with, yeah, I'm daddy. All of that, and he wasn't even a good performer. Genuinely, it sounded bad. Like, he said he had bronchitis. It seemed like that wasn't the only issue going on there. It just doesn't seem like he knows how to entertain. He's maybe too young. Maybe he has to grow into it. I don't know. Dancing was terrible. Singing was terrible. He would let the backtrack play over the most important notes, and it was like, okay. He had this weird moment where he like had a temper tantrum on this clothing rack. Like, there was just a clothing rack, and he just starts throwing stuff around. And again, you know, like the 12, 13-year-olds are like, any logical, like, level-headed person in the audience is like, what are you doing? Like, just sing the song, bro. And I had to leave. I had to leave because it was the most egotistical performance I've ever seen in my life. If I had known he was like that, I would never have paid money to see him. It was so embarrassing to witness. Like, he's up there just being like, I'm the shit, and also I'm the shit. And you're like, okay. All right, well, it seemed like he thought he was, like, role model vibes, you know? But he was so far off. Like, it was like, you're trying to convince me that you're like this like crazy cool sex symbol and you're just turning off the whole room. Clearly not the whole room because there were children who liked him. I mean, I literally left. Like, I couldn't stand it anymore, genuinely. I didn't even hear my favorite song. Sunk cost theory kicked in and I was like, I've wasted enough time, money, energy out of my life. I just want to go home. This sucks. My boyfriend and I both left like that was the worst experience of my life. The other 2 girls I knew who were there were messaging me afterwards and they were like, was that not like weird? Like, that wasn't a good. And I was like, hated it. Absolutely couldn't agree more. I hated it. It was terrible. Then I get on TikTok and I'm seeing all these kids posting these videos. Oh my God, this must be how my mom felt. This is my generation's David Bowie. I saw a TikTok from the Anthem DC the show I was at, where a girl's like recording it and it's like, the kids are gonna be all right. No! No, cut that. Absolutely. Never in my life have I felt so much rage. Not even during it. Like, I felt rage during it, but seeing the aftermath on TikTok and seeing it be like, he's the hottest. You guys need better role models. You guys need better sex symbols. I'm so sorry. Slender Man, we're picking him. We're picking the weird dancing dude. I will insert the clip. He dances like Napoleon Dynamite. And in the middle of the concert, my boyfriend held up a picture of Napoleon Dynamite. I couldn't stop seeing it. I couldn't stop laughing. Cringe kid. Really cringe kid. Kid. That's the biggest kid. Like, he's 20, but he acts like he's probably 15 and a half. And it reflects in his performances. It was a nightmare. If you are an adult of any age and you enjoy Sombr's music, stick to Spotify. I would not recommend going to his shows. You will not enjoy yourself. It is not the experience you think it is going to be. That's all, literally. I just feel so bad. I wasted my money, my friends wasted their money, and I don't want anyone else to be like, oh, Sombr's coming to my city, I'm gonna go see them. It's not the vibes you think it's gonna be. It's just not. Okay. Take care of yourselves. Bye, guys.
Huh.
You're muted. There.
God damn it. So I was keeping an eye on the chat because I was curious to see what people were saying about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was like, what is this girl living on a rock? Like, totally not. I was like, I could understand her crash out about it, right? Again, like I mentioned earlier, like I didn't think tweens was his demographic. I really didn't, because the music doesn't correspond, right? Like, if I'm going to go see Sabrina Carpenter, there's going to be tweens there. If I'm going to go see, you know what I mean? Like a real pop star.
But it's TikTok music, though. So you should expect to see tweens, teens, and that demographic there.
So, okay, I'm like, okay, so get past that. Mm-hmm. But I did see clips of him, because I saw that, then TikTok starts feeding you all the stuff, right? Because you engaged with that specific clip. Mm-hmm. So then now I'm getting clips of him in concert, and I should have pulled some for you guys because it really is fucking awkward. I need you guys to go back and like look it up on Instagram Reels or on TikTok, because for that being his demographic, he shouldn't be having little kids jump on stage to call their toxic ex. Who at that age has a toxic ex, right? And if they do, they're too little for that. Don't be telling them to suck your dick. They're 13, 14, 12, 13, 14. Stop that. Mm-hmm. There's one clip where I saw where he got the mic and pretended to like that it was his penis, and he's like spewed on all the kids. Like, sir, you know, they're too young for you to be doing that and making them bark. So I can understand, like, what the fuck is this guy doing on that part? But what do you guys think?
He's trying to get his thoughts together.
It's weird because I understand what she's saying. I get what she's saying. But then I forget who it was that just said something in the chat, but they were like, you know, he's a huge pop star. Like, why would you not assume that there'd be tweens there? But I don't know, man. I think that like he's a relatively young kid. He's probably like on top of the moon, like, or on top of the
20.
world right now. He's a lot of people that age, you'll like notice it, right? Like in the world, like they're at a specific age. They're not too young, but they're not like old. When they get really excited, they get really unhinged, and they get really like confident that like no one's gonna think that they're like stupid or weird. And that's kind of what it sounds like he's going through. Like he got successful like out of nowhere. He thinks he's on top of the world. He's like thinks he's a shit, but still has something to prove. And like that's kind of what I mean, I haven't seen the clips, but that's kind of what it seems like to me a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's, again, he's 20. I think we also have to remember that he's 20. He's barely out of his teens too, right? Also, it's not the artist's responsibility to be a role model for kids. As a parent, you have to understand, why are you taking your child? Why are you taking your child? To your point, Air, his music is not teen catered. He's not making if you listen to the lyrics, if you listen to the music, if my 12-year-old would ask me, take me to go see him, I'd be like, absolutely not, sir. Like, we're not doing that. So I think it's also the onus on the parents to understand what their kids are consuming, because it's not on the artist. Granted, he has some growing up to do, and he's a newer artist to my understanding. He also might not have the stage presence. He's trying to build this up. But I mean, who hasn't been to a concert where it's an artist that's starting up and they're awkward? The music's great, but they're awkward. They don't have stage presence yet. All of the things. For me, this girl just seems like she is so upset that she just realized she's not the demographic for those songs.
That's true. Like that's true. Like, what if she was just embarrassed that she went and there's just like a bunch of kids?
So that is totally on her. Yes, I again, like I said, like she should have. Like, there's tweens. What are you gonna do? What the fuck are you gonna do? Right?
Yeah.
Like now you gotta like grin and bear it if you want to listen to this guy, right, and his music. But I do get like I'm sorry. I know you're saying 20 is still young, but it's not that young that you're being dirty with little kids. I'm sorry, but 13, that age group is too little, Marissa, for you to, as a rock star, be telling him to suck your dick. And he knows that's his demographic. And how do I know that's his demographic? Because he made a video to talk about this. But doesn't address...
But his demographic is from 13 to 17, 19, 22. Like his demographic doesn't only span with just these folks. And granted, I'm not taking away the responsibility for him. He has to get better. That's why he has to have a good team around him that can point him in the right direction. And he has to take ownership of that 1,000%. But also, why are you taking your kids to go see an artist who is a 20-year-old who is catering to 12, 13-year-olds?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think I mean I agree with Marissa about like the parenting thing, right? Because like as weird of a person as he might be, like it is a responsibility of the parents. This is like the time, well, not exactly, but kind of like the time where people were all on Sabrina Carpenter's ass for like being too sexy, and it's like, dude, Sabrina never came out and said like, "Hi everyone, my music is for kids," right? It's like no, like it's for, you know, she makes it and it's kind of kinky, kind of dirty. Like obviously kids shouldn't be listening to it. And there's people like attacking her for it, like you're being too sexy, you're being too this for our children. It's like, well then don't let them listen to it. Like what are you doing?
So okay, he absolutely, Marissa touched exactly on what I was thinking. He needs a better PR team. He needs a better team around him and teaching him how to like stage presence, blah, 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 right? But also keeping him off the internet, because he responded, guys, to this. And like I mentioned earlier, so I'm gonna play the clip because it's only like a minute. But I don't know, like his team should have been like, oh, we're fucking taking this down. But let me play it.
I thought I was chronically online, but it's just come to my attention that there's a TikTok drama going around because a 25-year-old attended my concert and was basically complaining that there were too many tweens there. I was making too many brain rot jokes, and she just thought it was a cringe concert. And also she was body shaming me, and it's kind of started a massive body shaming hate train directed towards me on a lot of videos of me on the internet right now, which is... I totally respect people having opinions, but I am a 20-year-old artist, freshly 20. And if you're 25 years old and you're gonna come to my concert and not expect people younger than you to be there when I, the artist, am 5 years younger than you, it's just a skill issue. I mean, also, like, the jokes thing, like, you had to have known about my online presence before coming to my concert. I mean, anyone who knows me knows I've never uttered a serious word in my life. And also, I make jokes for 5 minutes of the concert, and the rest is music. Like, live a little, enjoy life. Every age, sex, sexuality, gender, race, everyone is welcome at my concert, and I mean everyone. You guys need to find problematic people to hate on because I am just existing. Also, I'm just going to give a quick tutorial. Also, I just remembered that I had a fever and bronchitis at the show she went to, but the show goes on. I will not cancel unless I'm on my deathbed.
He should have never responded. Just let it die. You're going to have people hating on you all the time as a pop star, rock star, whatever you want to be.
Yeah.
But I like that. It irritates me that he doesn't address the... her main point was, yes, the tweens, which he did. I'm absolutely with him on that. Like, there's gonna be younger people. Again, I'm with you guys on that. Like, also 25, he makes her sound like she's geriatric. Like, you're 25. Like,
but that's how she made herself sound in her video, to be fair.
But I mean, totally then talks about her making fun of his looks, which she should. I agree. Like, that was dumb too, but like doesn't address this, like the sexual stuff to tweens. So just don't get on there at all.
Well, I think it's part of, again, it's one of those things where I agree he needs a better PR team.
Yeah, he
Because
does.
because like that is unhinged to go on there and be like, you like you're telling me I sounded horrible, but I have bronchitis and you're making fun of me because of how I look. And he's like, but let's not talk about like the sexual stuff in nature. Like he needs to understand what matters and understand that if he wants to have a longevity in his career, then he's gonna have to grow up and take some accountability. Um, but I just, again, it's one of those things where you are an artist, you build yourself off of the internet and off of having that presence. You need to be able to take some on the chin and keep it moving. And that's where a strong foundation and PR team is going to help them to just be like, dude, don't give this more
No.
light. If you're not going to address the real issue that is being flagged, just don't say anything. Just keep it moving.
Yeah, I agree. Um, and also, t- also speaking of longevity and a good management team,
Mhm.
a management team for an artist should not let an artist sing if they have bronchitis. Like, what the fuck? Like, you
They're trying to
can,
get paid, Fleggy. You know that
you can,
canceling a
Mhm.
concert is costing them
yeah.
money. They're losing money on the venue. They're gonna run these
But
poor like
he can
artists to the ground.
he can severely damage his voice forever. Like if he continues doing stuff like that. So
Yeah,
longevity is not exactly like looking too good if he keeps that up.
totally agree.
You
Yeah.
see, so because he fed into it, like everybody would have just kind of, I think, let this die, right? With that girl and been like the majority of the chat that was just like, she's giving old angry man vibes, like she needs to relax, like she like giving putting some of the onus on her as well, right? Like
Yeah.
Mhm.
to relax a bit. But because he did the response, now she went back and did a response. So now all these videos are coming out of people posting all these like videos of him at his concert and like, yeah, you're right, he's so cringe. And like he just has given himself worse press.
Uh-oh.
So
Yeah.
I don't know. He should have just not said anything.
I mean,
There's
it's just evident. It's evident that he needs a better team. And again, you live off the internet and this is what happens. But I also think that this is almost the world that we live in where you have to make headlines. Good or bad attention is what the goal is, right? And so
yeah.
they don't care what they're kind of going viral. If you look at it, his name is he's being talked about. There's videos being made about him. So that's publicity in his eyes, I feel. And I feel like again, he has a responsibility because he's 20. He needs to grow up and learn, but the people around him just really don't give a fuck about him.
Yeah.
No.
I think that like I think he's young. I hope he has a lot of learning to do, most
Mhm.
likely. I think a good example of stuff like this is like Tyler the Creator,
Mm-hmm.
who he himself is kind of getting some shit right now for stuff he did like 12 years ago.
Mhm.
But he was a shithead like in early on in his career and did a lot of crazy shit and offensive stuff, all for the sake of like bothering people, right? Like I don't think he ever like meant these things. I think he was just trying to like get a kick out of people who like to complain. But you see him now and he's like a well-established artist. Like he has, his ducks in a row. Like he makes good music and music that means
Mhm.
something. So you can only hope the best for the Sombr kid, I guess. But he does sound like a shithead and maybe like a bit of a perv. And if you're perving out in front of a bunch of 12-year-olds, that's definitely not okay. And then about the girl, like I said, like I can see her points. I get it, right? Um, but so me myself, I feel like it's always an automatic red flag when I see people make these types of videos, right? There's like main character syndrome attached to someone being like, I need to make this video to warn the people. I need to be the hero of the people. And like it's fine if you want to warn people, but I feel like if you're trying really hard to prove a point, Sorry, my dog's barking. I feel like if you're trying really hard to prove a point, you might be exaggerating some stuff here and there. Luckily for her, like Erica said, there's video evidence of him being a weirdo.
Mm-hmm.
So I think she kind of skated on through that one. But
Yeah, I again just leave the fucking concert. There's no need to make a video either. Like both of them, like just fucking. If you didn't like it, you tell your friends. Like it was terrible. But
yeah,
to video and go on the internet and also like that is me trying to be main character energy.
super main character syndrome, and
Mhm.
I feel like MCS, main character syndrome, is a huge fucking problem in the world right now.
James, in 1998, if you told somebody you want to go viral, people would say you need to go see a doctor. Today, they would ask you to see how are your numbers. It's absolutely true.
Yeah.
Absolutely true. Everyone wanted to be Tyler's ass. So so the Tyler the Creator thing, I haven't read too much into it. I know because as you guys know, I'm a fan. My nephew's a huge fan of his. We've gone to his concerts. We have all the albums. Blah 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 blah. I guess he was saying he was playing some character or something back when he did those tweets. Or regardless, it's bullshit. But he has owned up to it, hasn't he? Hasn't he apologized and said he was stupid for doing that stuff? And
the thing about Tyler the Creator is that literally every few years people are like, hey, what's up with this? And Tyler the Creator's pass. It happens like all the time. And I think at this point he's just kind of like, yeah, like, sorry, like I've grown, I'm better, like, and I remember when he started, and you could tell, like I said, I don't think he was out to harm anybody. I think he was trying just to be the new, like, edgy, like, pisses everyone off artist, like, just
like
wants
that
to stir the part.
shock
Yeah.
type of artist.
Yeah, and I remember being like, Jesus, that's a crazy thing to say in a song, but also, like, I don't know, it's kind of punk, right? It's kind of
I mean, who are we to
nothing.
talk? Have you seen the things that came out of the artists that when we were listening to them?
Or
Like,
shit that we said when we were younger.
Or shit that we still say to this day, quite frankly. Like, you have to give. I think it's all about holding people accountable while still giving them room to grow and learn. Because he is 20, and while that's not an excuse, like he has to get his horniness under control, like get it together.
Yeah.
But like, if that becomes an issue, oh my goodness. If that becomes an issue, then I feel like then that's help that he needs to go get and do that separately.
Yeah.
But again, I mean, I know I did shit when I was young that I'm like, thank God we didn't have phones. Thank God, because we all have said and done crazy things. And you have to be forgiving
things
to a certain degree.
Well, I think that's like a huge problem with cancel culture and shit like that, because like, yes, I fully agree that like if someone does or says something shitty, like, let's hold them accountable, right? But at the
1,000%.
same time, like Marissa said earlier, like, sometimes people who make these videos and stuff, they're just trying to get likes, they're just trying to get shares and views and like all this stuff. So, you know, like everyone has said crazy shit in there. I mean, I know that me and my girlfriend have like a pretty crazy sense of humor that we wouldn't say like in front of other people. But I don't know, it's just, don't take everything too seriously. Like he said, touch grass, right?
As long as they take accountability and grow and try to evolve after whatever bullshit happened, right? But like if Sombr, this Tyler Creator has apologized, he's trying to evolve, he's trying to do better, blah blah blah, right? This guy, hopefully he learns from this and grows from it, right? Hopefully future concerts he's no longer telling like people to suck his dick if they're underage, making little underage kids come up on stage and call their toxic exes, like shit like that. Like if he cuts that out and grows from that particular part of it, then good for him. If this was a learning thing for him. But if not, I mean, he'll cancel himself out.
Exactly. And also,
True.
like, again, where are the parents in this? Because, like, if that's my kid, I'm beating the shit out of him. Like, what do you mean you're out here talking crazy, making us both look bad? What is wrong with you?
All right, guys. So that's it. That's the show.
Yes. My
Sweet.
goodness.
I know
Went
this
by
hour. This
fast.
hour flew by so fast.
Mhm.
Fluggy, thank you so much for hopping on with us and giving Zeus some airtime.
Yes.
He was like jumping up on me. I'm like, what do you want? You want to be on camera? So
Yes.
I just wanted to.
He wants his airtime. We love it.
It's 15 seconds of fame, I guess.
Hmm.
But yeah, thank you guys for having me. It's super fun. A little laid back hangout sesh.
Yeah, it was nice. It was fun having you on, Flag. We will and then we'll schedule you for December.
Yeah.
I'll reach
Sounds
out to you
good.
for that. All right.
I
All
can't
right,
wait.
Flag. Thank you, and we'll
Enjoy
see you
your
then.
break. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. All right, guys. So that is it for us. Went a little over, but that's okay because we will not be back until December.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. We're taking a month hiatus. So thank you all so much for hanging out with us. We appreciate you. We appreciate your time. If you do want to get a hold of us for anything, if you want to jump on these shows, share your stories or whatever you want to collaborate with us on, you can always DM us, and our Instagram is
at I Hate It Here HQ.
Please reach out to us. We'd love to have you. That is all. Erica, anything else?
No, I was just gonna say, like, you all, if you just want to hop on, like Fluggy did today, and just roll with us with the ick that use. If you want to rant, if you just want to, put your 2 cents about the story of the day, you're welcome to. We love having you guys co-host with us. So you don't necessarily have to come up with your own segment. You could just hop on to ours. So again, like Marissa said, you know where to find us. We'll be back in December, and we'll see you around at your shows.
Yes, since we are not going to see you, happy, safe Halloween. Go out, have fun, be safe. Happy Thanksgiving.
All right,
have a good one. Bye, everyone.